Hi, welcome to another episode. So my friend Grant has a Nintendo that just displays a white screen. He bought it used with a new 72-pin connector, and I'll show you what happens. Pop in Zelda, and we're just going to get a white screen. And that's it. It can be any game. Zelda, Super Mario, Ghost and Goblin. But white screen. So I'm guessing that there's something wrong with the 72-pin connector, because he bought it with a new one in it. So I'm thinking it is either failed or one of the pins have bent. So we'll dive in, check it out, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to use the 72-pin connector, the original from mine, put it in Grant's, and see if that fixes the issue. Let's get to it. Okay, so I got the lid off this thing, and it looks like, somebody may have spilled a soda in this or something at some point, but we don't know, so let's keep investigating. So I took the shield off, and it looks pretty good inside, actually. So there you have it. Looks pretty clean, so I'm going to take off the eject mechanism and play around with the game that way. See if we can get it to go. Let's go. Okay, so I have the eject mechanism off. I've been trying various angles and positions here to try to get this to come on. And no matter what I do, it's just white. I've reset the new 72-pin connector several times, and I'm still getting the same result. So I'm going to remove the one from my original, and we'll put it in this, and see if we can get any more life out of Grant's machine. Let's get cracking! Okay, so I've put my 72-pin connector in Grant's Nintendo, and we have magic. So I'm going to try to figure out what's wrong with this supposed new one. I'll inspect it and I'll let you know what I find. Okay, so here's what I've been up to. I took a look at Grant's connector. It sounds so wrong. Anyway, I found, I don't know if we're going to be able to see this, but the top row of pins, there were a couple that were pushed back and one that was broken off. You see that one that's sticking out right there? What I did is this pin that's poking out, I pulled it out and the end was broken off, probably because these are, they're made pretty cheaply, and when inserting the cartridge, if that pin or any of these pins are not set properly, the end of the cartridge is actually going to push it back and stuff it inside, and that way it's not going to make a connection on the top row of terminals on the cartridge. So there was another one that was a problem. This one that's a little bent here, it's from me prying it out. This guy here. That just needed to be straightened. So what I did with this other pin is I soldered a piece of wire on it and pulled it through the front and lifted up the bottom terminal there, right below it. You can see it's higher than the others. So we're going to put this in and give it a shot. I don't know, this could be just a temporary fix. I'd rather put an original connector back in this and just clean it. Okay, so the 72-pin connectors are back in place in Grant's monstrosity. Time to try out Zelda again and see if this works for us. Sweet. And there you go, Grant. I fixed your Nintendo with some bending and soldering on new bits of connector. It might be only a temporary fix, but keep an eye on it. And if we have to, we'll buy a new 72-pin connector. Hopefully a used one that came from an original. And just clean it, because the new ones fit a little too tight for my taste. But, cheers, man. See you later. Is to remove my original 72 He got this used with a new 72-pin connector, and the phone's ringing.